I'm going to share with you research coming from the World Travel and Tourism Council. Let's take a moment to explore how the travel and tourism truly power economic growth and development. Okay, so bago tayo pumunta dun sa content strategy, we need to understand first the environment, right? So kaya share ko lang yung statistics that came from WTTC. So according to them, by the end of 2024, travel and tourism are set to contribute 21% to our gross domestic product, or about 5.4 trillion pesos. So what does it really mean for us in the travel industry, right? So it means that there's a huge economic boost, that tourism is actually a powerhouse for the economy, driving a significant chunk of the country's economic output, o, diba? So very rich yung industry natin. And that also means that there's job creation everywhere. So from tour guides, diba, to hotel staff, reservation agents, travel agents, the tourism industry creates countless of jobs. We help families and communities thrive. So talagang ganun din yung importance niya. Ako, kaya I stayed also with tourism, because I love that we are both able to enjoy travel and help the economy as well. And of course, kapag ka mataas yung GDP contribution natin, we're also a part of infrastructure growth, meaning tourism doesn't really just bring visitors, right? So it sparks investments in infrastructures like hotels, airports, and transportation, benefiting everyone in the long run. So syempre, kada bagong hotel, bagong trabaho, and it helps the economy. So clearly, tourism isn't just about vacations. It's a vital engine for economic growth and opportunity. Diba? And aside from this, next slide, please. The report from WTTC also highlights more insights. So tourism isn't just about travel. It's a key player in boosting the economy by bringing in foreign currency. Kasi pag may foreign visitors ka, of course, they spend in the country, which helps strengthen the country's financial stability and improve the balance of payments. But that's not all. So tourism is also a powerful bridge for cultural exchange. Since marami tayong mga foreigners coming in the country, it fosters understanding and connections between people from different countries and reaching everyone involved. Now, let's take a look where our inbound tourists are coming from. This naman I got from the Department of Tourism. The top 5 countries sending visitors to the Philippines as of, I think, July 2024 are South Korea, the USA, and Japan, China, and Australia. O, diba? So if you're a marketer and you're thinking, oh, these nationalities are coming here, pwede mo nang maisip ngayon, ano kaya ang pwede kong i-offer sa kanila as a travel package when they go to the Philippines, right? And on the flip side, Filipinos are also exploring the world. So domestic Filipino travelers are actually also going to places such as Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, Thailand, and the UAE for their overseas adventures. So there's a balance between inbound tourists and outbound tourists as well. Right? So, ayan, this is just parang a brief overview of what the economic contribution of tourism is. And then, on the next slide, I'm going to talk about naman the digital data. And then later, you'll see now we can marry the information from the World Travel and Tourism Council and the global digital data. Next slide, please. So now let's take a look at some eye-opening global digital data for 2024. As of October, this data came from Data Reportal powered by We Are Social and Meltwater. So there's 8.18 billion total global population right now. And 5.52 billion of those are actually internet users. And among the 5.52, yung 5.22 doon are active social media user. So yes, that's more than 5 billion people worldwide connecting, sharing, and engaging online. So typically, ayun yung market that we can actually tap and reach by being available and present in the online world. Now, let's check out the top 10 most used social media platforms in the world. So, ito yung mga yon. So, nakalist na siya dyan. And in the Philippines, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is one of the most used in our country. And here's something even more interesting. The top 10 countries with the highest time spent on social media is listed on the screen, and the Philippines occupy the fourth topmost. So, parang konting-konti na lang tayo na yung pinakamatagal sa social media, right? These numbers show just how much the world is connected, and it is exciting to think about how this digital landscape can shape our future strategies. Next slide, please. So, when crafting a travel content, understanding na yung global and local digital data helps you focus on the right audience and opportunities. So, as mentioned earlier, the numbers are really huge, diba? Globally, 5.52 billion internet users, and in the Philippines, 86.9 million. But I'd like to mention that not all of them are actually our customers. By studying these numbers, you can figure out who are your ideal travelers are, what they care about, and where they spend their time online. So for example, kung mostly Filipinos are active on social media like FB, IG, and TikTok, then your content should shine on these platforms. And if a segment loves booking trips online, then you might focus on creating travel tips, guides, or offers that they can easily find or trust. And so now that we know the size of the internet savvy population, it tells us how big the opportunity really is. And we need to make use of the right strategies and platforms in promoting our travel packages or our tour services. Okay? To summarize, so let's move on to the next slide. Here, the growth of the travel industry and the rise of digital are closely connected. So that's why I wanted to share them with you. Because as more people travel and spend time online, this creates a unique opportunity to reach them through social media. So first, ang ating key takeaways is that travel and digital growth go hand in hand. So I know we're feeling that the travel industry is thriving, especially now, with more people expected to travel in the coming year. So tayo, 2025 muna yung focus natin. At the same time, Filipinos are spending more time online, especially on social media. So it's the perfect time to connect with your audience through content. Next key takeaway is that we need to know our audience. So, as mentioned earlier, while international tourism is growing, diba, domestic travel is also booming in the Philippines. Filipinos are most active in FB, IG, and TikTok. So, I'd like for you to think of these platforms where you can focus your efforts to engage both your local travelers and those from other countries that's planning to visit the Philippines. And then the third would be picking the right platform. Okay. Pick the right platform because the global travel market is getting more competitive. So it's important to be smart about how we reach people. Now, TikTok is not for everyone. So for example, meron kayong team that is very knowledgeable on how to make videos, then you go for TikTok. But other than that, pwede rin namang Facebook or Instagram at the moment for travel. And it's also good if you have all the resources to be available on the three platforms. So, okay rin naman yun. And lastly, use content to build trust. Trust is key, especially as people are eager to travel again. So as you saw earlier, di ba, parang we're nearing the 2019 levels already. So we're People are more comfortable traveling right now, and social media is where people search for recommendations, reviews. So make sure na that it whatever content you want to share to your social media is helpful, it's authentic, and engaging, whether it's travel tips, customer stories, ganyan, or fun facts, so that they will keep on coming back to your pages or your website or your account. Okay.